So here's the fun news. On or about September the 1st, the app that me and Chris Munger have been working on for 1 year is going to come out. It's for the iPhone and also the Android. Now, the brief overview of the app is this. You drive into the city, as an example, and you go to the Upper West Side, and I know this firsthand because my friend Jay lives up there, and I used to try and find parking spaces, and it was hard. He would even look out the window for me sometimes. So what you do is you go down, up and down each street, and you find nothing, and you could spend 45 minutes looking for a space, and it's agonizing. Now, you can put it in a lot if you want to spend between like $30 and $70. I mean, it's crazy, right? So what we did was we built this little community. It's a social media platform, and all it is information. It's information about when someone's going to pull out of a space. Now, why would somebody bother to give us all that information? Because they're going to get money. So what happens is for $6, we can all afford $6, right? If someone is leaving, you ask for that spot and you link up with them, sort of like Uber, and you can see the person traveling and you commit to the $6. And if that person waits, they get $4.
After you sign up and you put all your information in, like your name, address, your phone number, the make, the model of the car, and the license plate, you're now ready to use the app. So you have two choices. You can either find a spot or add a spot. So the first scenario we're going to use is you're going to add a spot because you're leaving. You're going to give your spot to somebody and earn $4 to add to your wallet. We'll explain more about the wallet later. Now you need to select the time. Now these pages are only if you're going to come and go at exact times. If you're going somewhere and you don't know when you're going to be back, just go right by them. You don't have to fill them out. Spot notes. This is important because it tells the person who's coming for you, is it metered parking? Is it alternate side of the street parking? Do you have to get the car out of there at a certain time? Even GPS, sometimes the GPS doesn't work in different parts of the cities. You simply say, I'm 3 cars in from the avenue on the south side of the block, and they already know what kind of car you have, and they'll find you. Now, when you get to this screen, you stop, because this is where you would release the car, and you're on your way to wherever you're going. So it's going to be hours, maybe a day before you release the spot. Now, when you're finally on your way back to the car, make sure you release it in plenty of time for that other person to get there first, because this keeps down a whole lot of hubbub.
Now remember, if you release the car when you're at the car and somebody comes in to take that spot, it's theirs. Because we are not selling spots. We are not selling spots. We are selling information. We're just simply saying, hey, I'm going to be leaving in 10 minutes. Anybody want this thing? That's what we do. So I'm looking for a spot now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit find spot. And immediately it says there's no parking spots found. Yes, there's one. And we know there's one. So if there were none, it wouldn't matter because you could keep driving around because there's a 1 mile radius around us right now and it travels with us. So if we were outside that 1 mile radius, it would say none until I entered it and then one spot would come up. So the first thing we're going to do, and I won't drive when I'm doing this because you shouldn't, is I'm going to hit, yes, I'd like to select a spot, and this spot is the one I want. Okay, so I'm interrupting my own self because I just got an update that's way cooler than when it was. So when you request a spot, of course it's going to say, do you agree to pay $6? But it's also going to show you the notes. You can't see it, it's so glary. Now the notes are really important because if you request a spot and you say, yeah, I agree to pay $6, but then you read the notes and it says, you got to get your car out of there by 12:30 and you can't come back for the car till like 6 o'clock. You don't want that spot. So basically you just hit cancel. And of course, if the notes are fine and it works for you, you hit accept and then you commit yourself and then go find that spot. Okay, continue with the video that I recorded yesterday.
Now, immediately after releasing the spot, that person is going to receive this. And you accept it, and then the deal is basically done. If you're continuing to walk to your car, as you should, because you shouldn't arrive early, then you can watch the progression of the person coming to you and how many minutes it's going to be before they arrive, and let them get there first.
And that's Street Spot Me. We're kind of hoping that it'll catch on and people will be able to park for reasonable rates. Oh, one more thing. Remember the $6 that we paid to get that spot? Well, now we have it. So if we pin it and we do exactly the same thing again, then we're going to get $4, which means you paid $2 for the spot. Look out for different deals we're going to have on. We're going to make partnerships with airlines and restaurants and hotels. And you can most certainly add money to your wallet if you see a deal on our site and you say, "Ooh, that's a round trip first class for that much money. I want to take advantage." You absolutely can dump more money in there and use whatever you have towards those things. And then in the future too, we hope to have, like the Apple Pay kind of thing. Maybe we'll partner with somebody who's already doing this, and you go to Starbucks and boop, and whatever money you have in the wallet will pay for your coffee or your donut or whatever you're doing. That's it. That's our little fun company. We'll see what happens. Bye.